Hello, this is my garden update, and it is May 4th. And so these are some tomatoes that I'm still waiting for them to get a little bigger before I transplant them. I won't have room for all of them, but I'll transplant probably 3 or 4 of each different kind. I still have 4 different kinds. I have the big beef, or big something. Big beef, I think is what they're called. Jelly bean tomatoes, sweet red cherry, I think is another type that I have. San Vicente, and those will get a little bigger. The extras that I have will go to my coworkers because they are appreciative of the tomato plants. And then I also have some sweet peppers, like sweet banana peppers. I'm waiting for those to get a little bigger. And those will be ready to plant, and then I'll just give away my extras. So, garden update is, oops, this way. I always forget to turn it sideways. This is my flower bed. And last night, some big animal, a big dog or a deer or something, came trudging through with some footprints. Sunflowers and some other flowers to help pollinators come to the yard are in there. And this is my Brussels sprouts. And I also have some okra. That's the okra plants down there. And these are the Brussels sprouts. The first row here, the green Brussels sprouts, are called Churchill. And then the ones that are more reddish or purplish, those are called Red Ball Brussels sprouts. Those are doing really well. And then over here is the peas and beans. These are sugar snap peas. I kind of put this fence up that's a little flimsy, but I think it'll do its job with holding the pea plants up like it needs to support those plants. So sugar snap peas, and then about half the second row is also snap peas. They're not big enough to latch onto the fence yet, but they'll get there. And then I have some regular garden peas. I'm not sure what the difference between the sugar snap peas and the garden peas are right now, but that's what's in the third row. And then I also have some butter beans that maybe just barely starting to come up. Like right there, there's some little just pieces of grass that I think was in the compost before, so those are also coming up, so we have to take those out as they come up. And let's see, butter beans. Oh, butter beans are down here, and then down there will be the bush beans when they come up. So I don't know if I'm allowing enough space, but we'll find out. And then over here I have beets, kind of spread out. All the seeds didn't germinate, but I did plant some more, so there's a few larger beets, and then I planted some more last weekend, so they'll kind of be staggered a little bit. And here I have rutabaga, which those are probably planted too close because it's a root vegetable, but we'll see. I didn't have a lot of room, so I kind of bought too many seeds than I needed, but I was excited to try a bunch of different things. Down here, that have not really started to come up, this might be it, are parsnips. So they're slow to germinate too, I think. And then here are the carrots, several different varieties of carrots. And I planted this whole row, but some of them didn't come up. And it's been almost a month, I think, since I planted. So I planted some more carrots last weekend. So hopefully more of those will grow. And then over here, there's Zoe. Hi Zoe, don't get in my garden. I have onions and garlic planted around the border, hopefully to keep pests out, but apparently it does not keep cats out. And then these are some tomatoes. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, looks like 8 different tomato plants. So I have 4 Romas, and I guess 4 celebrities, or celebration I think they're called. Anyway, those I transplanted probably 2 weeks ago. And again, I'm waiting for the other ones over on that table to get bigger before I transplant those. So I guess Kitty's okay. There's nothing planted over here. But don't get in the beds where I have stuff planted because that makes Mommy angry. Okay, so that's that. These are my strawberries, which really look great. And we planted 4 strawberry plants last year, May or June. I think it was actually early June. And they've managed to spread to this entire 4-foot by 4-foot box. And we didn't get a lot last year because, of course, it was the first year, but there's a lot of blooms already, so I think we'll do really well with those this year. And then over here is asparagus and also some garlic and onions mixed in with it. But I planted the asparagus roots, I don't know how long ago, maybe a month ago. And I had 10 crowns, and so far 8 of them are coming up. Here's a really small one. Right here, there's about 4 of those little roots. And then here's some more. And here's a nicer size there. And then over here, let's see, where's that one? There it is, a little tall one. There's another one. And then there's one that's got a tiny little stick right there. Let's see where that is. Right there. Oh, and I have a few 5-gallon buckets here that I think I'll need to put either tomatoes or peppers in because I'm kind of out of space in my beds. But this is another Roma tomato. And this is from one that I actually started in late February, and that one survived. The other ones that I started back in February didn't survive, but that's my oldest one, and that one's doing pretty well. And then over here is my herb box, and that big clump right there is the mint. That's going to take over the entire box this year. But last year I had some cilantro, so that's over there. And then last year I had some parsley over here, but it doesn't look like it's coming back. Or maybe it comes back later, I'm not sure. Anyway, that's that. And in this little box, this is a 2-foot by 2-foot box. And I just have onions and garlic in there. And then here, my salad table. So I have lettuce greens, and then this last row, and this row is spinach. And these have been out here for a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks maybe, probably 2 weeks. And then I wanted to try to stagger my greens, so last weekend I planted a few more rows here. So collard greens and mustard greens, I guess, is that. And this is a smaller salad table. And I have kale. And I have turnip greens. And those are Swiss chard. So that's still got a ways to go. And then over here is going to be, on the outside of this little fence, is going to be zucchini on this side, cucumbers on the other side of the circle. And then over here will be pole beans, around. Oh, those are growing nice. Small little sprouts there. And then on the inside of this fence circle, as well as the other fence circle, I have some flowers that hopefully will come up. And then one last bit to the garden is potatoes. We are attempting these potato towers. Hopefully they'll turn out. They look great so far, but I have 3 towers and they have red skin potatoes in each of them. And this is our extra straw, so that when we have to pile more straw onto the potatoes, we have it handy right there. And that's it for now. Bye.